welcome to the show. I am your host, Suzanne Monk, host of the original All That Periscope cast, all about Donald J. Trump. Trump Talk US. Welcome to yet another exciting information and strategy-filled episode, how we are going to win this election and defeat Hillary Rodham Clinton, or Crooked Hillary, as we like to call her. It is what it is. She is crooked. Now, while I'm at the top of the show, let's talk about some of the crooked things Hillary Clinton is doing. Hillary Clinton, so many leaks are coming out, you guys. Fast and furious leaks everywhere. And I'm not saying leaks about Fast and Furious, although maybe, but leaks coming out just left and right about Hillary Clinton's media collusion with Donna Brazile, receiving the questions early, media collusion with letting the Clinton campaign media handpick the quotes, do all of these fact-checking, even Republican journalists talking about getting Donald Trump in the debate and engaging in Hillary Clinton, sort of giving her insider information along the way. I agree. So there's a lot of media collusion leaks going on. Additionally, some leaks going on in speeches Hillary Clinton gave about her gun agenda. Her agenda to use executive order to, we can talk about that. There's a whole bunch of lies the media wants to tell you this week. We'll talk about those in a little bit. Wait around, haters. Wait around. We'll talk about it. Let them stay until they say, if they get too annoying, we'll kick them out. But in fact, we'll talk about it because the media is dead set on issuing the Herman Cain strategy, as we talked about earlier. But I want to get all the information about Hillary Clinton out, so all these haters, when they're here, because they go away halfway through, we want to make sure they know what's going on. Hillary Clinton was very open about her, and I think they drop off right away as soon as they know they're going to hear stuff they don't want to hear, about her agenda to use executive order to create financial liability with the gun manufacturer for gun violence or for situations damage, death, injury caused by gun violence. So she plans to use executive order, which of course bankrupt gun manufacturing. It's a backdoor gun ban, as we all know. That has come out. Some anti-religious comments Hillary Clinton talking about, and the Hillary Clinton campaign talking about Catholics, talking about, I don't even know what that is. We'll look at that later. Oh, it's a scary clown. I don't even like clowns, so if you're a clown, I might just block you just because you're a clown on face. It is what it is. So, anti-religious remarks about Catholics, about Christians, evangelicals. There have been some racial tirades coming out. There are election fraud schemes going everywhere. As soon as I find the clown again, I am going to block him because I don't like clowns. Just saying. I'm not afraid of them. I just don't literally like clowns, like people who are stupid and clownish. So there's a lot of election fraud going on. Election registration schemes. We have their video of Hillary Clinton operatives. Well, that's fine. Bye, Pennywise. Yay, we found the clown. We got rid of him. Bye. Yeah, and you too. So, with the election fraud, what you will find is there's been both election registration fraud. We have video of Hillary Clinton operatives ripping up Republican registration forms. You're supposed to register whomever, not just your own candidate. That's illegal. And when you rip up the registration of the other candidate, and that's illegal as well. So there's certainly that. Ballot stuffing videos. A lot of information going out negative on Hillary Clinton. One thing after another. It's our duty, you guys, to keep sharing this information because we are in a media war. We're in a war with the media. I'm not even kidding. We are in a war with the media. I don't even understand what your problem is with the fall of the U.S. You know where it's going to fall? If Hillary Clinton is elected, we will not have national sovereignty. We will not have a United States. We'll have our country will be consumed by the globalist agenda, and we're screwed. So, it is what it is. Yeah, okay. Well, let's just make that go away. So, we'll see how that goes. So now let's talk a little bit about the recent allegations. As I said, you guys, we talked about this earlier in the week. You know we talked about this earlier in the week. I told you this was going to happen. Now, am I psychic or do I just know? Yeah, it means something. Yeah. If you don't know what a globalist agenda is, I can't help. Well, how are we gonna talk on the show? How are we going to talk on the show if you don't understand that there is an agenda for globalism versus national sovereignty? It's ridiculous. So, bye. Well, I feel it's better that they spend their time Google searching or maybe going to a library and reading instead of being here to troll. So I really think I'm doing them a favor when that happens. So, as I said, Herman Cain strategy. Right. Did I nail it or what? I totally nailed it. I told you exactly what happened. Here is what I want everyone to understand. I got no time. Right. Got no time to give out classes on globalization. I have no time for that because we have to talk about the Herman Cain strategy. It's much more important to talk about this because New York Times, all the news networks are starting to come out with allegations against Donald Trump. Many of them from the 80s, from the early 80s, late 90s, long ago. Of Donald Trump, women who have now, just in the last few weeks before the election, randomly decided right now to accuse Donald Trump of sexual assault. Just like I said they would. Just like I said they would. But let me tell you something, guys. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Come here. They had to do it too early. They had to do it too early. The WikiLeaks are killing them, you guys. The WikiLeaks are beating them up like nobody's business. And Trump is killing it. And he killed it at the debate, which they didn't want to happen. So they had to do the strategy early. Now, here's what's great. They needed to do it after the debate. They did it. They did it before the next debate. And as we all saw in the second debate, Donald Trump came prepared with Bill Clinton victims and Hillary Clinton victim. Thank you very kindly. And prepared to hit Hillary hard on her own issues. So, what I am telling you, my friends, okay? We are winning more than we can possibly know. Hillary Clinton's internal polls obviously show her losing badly. And that is why they had to use this strategy too soon. So, we have time not only to debunk these women's story, which we will. Alicia Manato, that took us 4 days? 4 days, you guys. In, out. Boom. Alicia Maldonado, that crazy woman, boom. Total desperation. We got this. But this is what's important. We have this if we continue to share the WikiLeaks. Now, we have to share 3 times as much as anything that's Clinton because we have the Facebook and all of the search engine, all of the algorithms are against us, you guys. You know it and I know it. So we have to share more. We actually have to do more. The more we do to overcome what's getting slowed down. No, actually, it would be no contest if it was any other regular politician. Because they would happily fall over for continuation of the gravy train. That's what would happen. As you see with Paul Ryan and you see with the other establishment Republicans who are actually helping Hillary Clinton with some of these leaks. All right. Idiots. Got to make them go. So what you see is the Republicans there isn't really another Republican that would do a better job against Hillary Clinton. In fact, what might have happened is Hillary Clinton felt that Trump would be an easy win. Welcome. We can talk about that in a second. We'll do question and answer. Stay around. I'd love to ask you some questions. You can ask me some questions. We can go back and forth. So, Hillary Clinton thought Trump would be an easy win. She thought he didn't really want to be president. He was just playing. They believed their own hype. What they didn't realize is that a movement started. And Donald Trump is smart enough to understand that when a movement starts and you're the leader, you go ahead and you save America and make it great again. That's what you do. So the GOP is going to either die if Hillary Clinton wins, or they will rebirth themselves in a new sort of Reagan-esque but Trump-esque party. So that's what's going to happen to the GOP. Let's. I got a bunch of rallies, and I want to do my Trump reason of the day, but let's do question and answer while we have people on the show paying attention. I'll pay attention. Yep. Yeah, Eric, I'm keeping an eye. I'll keep an eye. Yeah, we'll do hotties after. Of course, hotties. How are you helping? Of course, hotties. So, question and answer. Did you graduate from high school? Yes, I actually did graduate level work. I have a college degree and a graduate degree from university, or I did my graduate work at the University of Chicago. So, okay, you can go look it up. Why doesn't Trump's opinions align with Pence's beliefs? Well, this is one of the things I actually like about Donald Trump, is that he does not require his running mate to be in lockstep with Donald Trump, because Donald Trump knows that there are going to be differences of opinion. In many of the issues, they side by side and agree entirely. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to go to war with Russia? It's not even a question. Feed that in a question, because that would... well, now, if what you're talking about is the conversation Donald Trump had in the debate, actually, since we're not talking about actually going to war, we're talking about a strategy, and Donald Trump is, in fact, the head of the ticket. Pretty much whatever their disagreement is probably going to get worked out on. But the media is making huge hay of what Donald Trump meant was a small portion that they had not discussed specifically. And everybody's like, oh, they don't talk. Which is ridiculous. You're an idiot. Some people are idiots. We send them away. Hi, don't be an idiot, Rich. Just thought on Trump's audio. Are we still talking about the back of the bus tape, Pussygate? Are we still talking about that? Because wow, that's kind of old now, and we're gonna move on to several false sexual allegations. I just want to catch you guys up. So, pretty much we debunked the locker room talk thing in the debate and afterwards. And as you can see, there's a lot more things to worry about, like Hillary Clinton's election fraud, pay-for-play schemes, anti-religious remarks, and globalist gun agenda. So, well, now I don't understand what you're saying by that. That's not even a question, so I can't really answer it. Am I obsessed with the emails? I'm not obsessed with the emails. I'm obsessed with the fact that she sold guns to terrorists in Libya, and they turned out to fight against American fighters. Now, was that in the emails? Maybe, maybe not. The emails are merely a mechanism to get to the evidence of what happened in Benghazi and what was going on in Libya. So it's not the emails. Whatever about the emails, it's what she was doing. Now, we have leaks now that have come out that have kind of given some evidence about what she was doing. We don't need the dang emails, but we're getting them slowly but surely. So, you see, when you use your private server and everybody can just hack you, somebody keeps a copy of that stuff, interestingly enough. So, no, she wasn't cleared in Benghazi. That's actually complete misinformation, just like you guys love to spread. Oh, she's on trial for 11 hours. I know, Congress. They make sure that everybody that they talk to, they get justice. T-sip. She might be in jail if we can elect Donald J. Trump for president. That's what's important. He may. Well, he may. We have a lot of evidence, and we will certainly see. I think she might actually off herself before she went to jail. I think she's the chicken. Who's going to prosecute all the Obama administration? Now, it depends on what happens, you guys. It depends on what happens in the next 4 weeks, because there is certainly some interesting allegations going on with the WikiLeaks and the Obama administration as well. So we're going to find out what's happening. And yes, involving Russia, involving all sorts of issues. So We'll see. We'll see. There may be evidence by the time we're done with this whole election. If the Clintons want to play dirty, there may be evidence by the time we're done with this whole election against the Obama administration as well. You guys got to understand, the WikiLeaks people are pissed off. Hillary Clinton pissed them off. You know, when you try to kill somebody, try to drone them, they kind of get a little mad at you. And that's why all these leaks are coming fast and furious. So it's important to take that gift horse and share the heck out of it. That's what I think is super important. So, what else haven't we talked about? Yeah, that's going to go blow over. You guys with these audio. I'm telling you what is going to happen now. Nobody's going to care about what you heard, okay? There's tape of... Here. What's going to happen lately, okay? What's going to happen now is women accusing. That's going to be the main thing. Because whatever tape they're going to bring out, it's not what it says, okay? It's what they're going to bring out. See? Because people don't understand. You love, the Cain with his kid, audio to his kid, that was great, right? You guys love to come up with this, oh, Trump said there's this, there's that, there's da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And when we actually listen to it, it's something pretty innocuous and, maybe a little edgy at best. Did he tell a 10-year-old girl she was really pretty and when he grew up, she could date people like Trump? Maybe. But that's not what's going to come out. Because they already got the women lined up to accuse Trump. So it doesn't really matter whatever. They don't care about the audio anymore. Audio isn't relevant. I'm just telling you what's going to happen because they need to focus on these women because it can't be proved, okay? Audio is something you can hear and people hear and they reject. These women are, it drip, drip, drips. They're trying to drip, drip, drip. Now, I don't like to talk about conspiracy theories. I'm not a big conspiracy theory fan, but I'm going to do it a little bit. We're going to talk a little bit, okay? We're going to talk a little bit about some conspiracy theories because I watched a little bit of Anonymous lately. Sometimes I like to check in on what Anonymous is doing. Now, according to Anonymous, there is releasable evidence of Bill Clinton being involved sexually with a child. Now, I don't know if that's true. I didn't see the video. I'm just telling you what the Anonymous video said. So, if that's the case, what the video told us is that in the Jeffrey Epstein case, let's talk about Jeffrey Epstein for a minute. Jeffrey Epstein is the pedophile billionaire with the sex slave island. And one of the things that the left loves to talk about, one of the things that the left loves to talk about is Donald Trump knew Jeffrey Epstein, the pedophile. Well, yeah, Bill Clinton actually flew on his plane 26 times. It's on the manifest. And now, according to the video, I'm not saying this is true. I'm just telling you what the video said so you can go find it yourself, think about it, just include this in your information as you're filtering through. This is what the video said. The Jeffrey Epstein Island was used as a lure to basically create an archive of blackmail material against world leaders. And effectively so. So if that is in fact the case, what that would mean if Bill Clinton has been on the plane and involved 26 times, that there is probably some pretty interesting evidence on what Bill Clinton was doing there. Now, the same tape also claimed that Donald Trump actually did not ever attend the island and, interestingly enough, frequently complained about when Jeffrey Epstein bringing young girls into Mar-a-Lago, a different girl every week, saying they were all his niece. So what you're going to find is, if the video is true, don't know, that the reason that Hillary Clinton felt that Donald Trump would be an easy kill is that they have both that leverage. He knew Jeffrey Epstein too. And recent court documents in New York seem to try to tie Donald Trump into the Jeffrey Epstein case, which I'm pretty sure Jeffrey Epstein's going to be offered some sort of immunity in his case or some sort of reduction if he tries to bring down Trump with him. So, believe what you want. That's just information to absorb as we go forward in the next 27 days of this election. So, Donald Trump is going to be talking about this because they already left a statement on the DonaldJTrump.com page about the sexual allegations. Donald Trump is not going to take this lying down. He is taking this head on. So be prepared for the strategy Trump lays out in the next few days. It's going to be a fascinating 3 weeks. fascinating 3 weeks, you guys. Let's talk about the rallies. Donald Trump everywhere, everywhere, everywhere in the battleground states, because we are actually doing very well in many of the battleground states. And as you know, recent polls showing Hillary Clinton up by 11 have been determined to be bought and created by Hillary Clinton Super PAC and people who work for the Hillary Clinton campaign. So she's working very hard to skew the polls, to make sure that they can commit as much voter fraud as possible, to reduce Republican voter registration. And now that none of that was enough, so they had to implement the Herman Cain strategy before the debate, which gives Donald Trump a chance to openly discuss it in front of millions of people. So, yeah, it's not going well for Hillary Clinton. Let's talk about the rallies. West Palm Beach, Florida, noon on Thursday. He'll be in Cincinnati, Ohio, 7:30 p.m. He'll be in Greensboro, North Carolina, 2 p.m. on Friday. And he'll be at Charlotte, North Carolina, 7 p.m. also on Friday. Saturday, he'll be in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, noon, and in Bangor, Maine at 3 p.m. And on Tuesday, we'll be in Grand Junction, Colorado. As you know, the next debate is on the 19th. I'm assuming 9 Eastern time. Chris Wallace will be moderating. I'm sure it's going to be just as wonky and biased as any of the other debates. But man, Trump kicked their butt. 3-on-1, it didn't even matter. So, you guys, we got this, but we have to do our job. We're going to talk about that in just a second. Mike has rallies in Orfield, Pennsylvania, 6 p.m. and Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, Thursday. There might be a different time. You might want to check the Donald J. Trump record. I might have wrote the number down wrong. Friday, he'll be in Pensacola, Florida at 2 p.m. and Miami, Florida on 7 p.m. on Fridays. Also on Fridays. So, they're hitting it hard, you guys. And what's going to happen is we're going to see these allegations keep coming and coming, but it's going to wear off because everybody's going to stop believing the media and the ridiculous spin. And we're going to have a chance to keep hitting back. Now, I'm going to do Trump Reason, but before I do that, let me just talk. This is what's important. I need everybody to get out there and share the WikiLeaks, okay? Share, excuse my language, the fuck out of the WikiLeaks, because we need the information about Hillary's fraud, about her comments about people of faith, of color, of various ethnic groups, about her gun agenda and other globalist agenda. We need to share. Out of control. Two, that the more we share share negative Hillary information, and the left is sharing negative Trump information, we're demoralizing her voters. Okay, that undecided voter in the middle is just getting fed up with the whole election. Fed up. I'm not even going to go vote at all. That's what we want. Because those are the kind of voters who are going to vote for Hillary. We don't want those people to vote for Hillary. When we demoralize the undecideds, then it becomes an election about voter enthusiasm. And we have voter enthusiasm, do it, exactly. We have voter enthusiasm up the wazoo on our side. We win that hands down. So the more we share the WikiLeaks, it demoralizes her little trolls. And that's what we need to do to help win this election. Additionally, we got to keep sharing Trump's rallies, sharing Trump's speeches. Keep on Trump. Just do your Trump homework, you guys. Do it. Get out there and share. Remember October 22nd, flag sign waving day. Make up some flag sign waving day. And most important, get a gathering October 22nd. Get out on the street. Wave your signs for Trump. Good fun, plus show support. Now, most important, voter phone tree. Voter phone tree on November 8th. I want everyone to have a list of all of the people they think will vote for Trump. Call them, make sure they went to vote for Trump. We have to get out the vote. The RNC is not helping, okay? They're playing games with us. We have to get out the vote. They're not going to send buses of old people. We have to go to the old folks. Do whatever you can. Go to a local old folks home if you need to and offer to help bring people to the polls. Do whatever can happen in your community. All over. Awesome, Rich. Rich has his list already. See what I'm talking about. That's what we got to do. We are the ground team. We don't need to be told. We're Legion. We're many smart, patriot individuals who are going to take this country back by our multitudinous numbers. That's right. LA Times still has us. There's so many. See, they can't skew every poll, you guys. They just can't skew every poll. Now, let's do my Trump reason of the day. Trump reason of the day. There it is. This election is so important, and it is important for 2 words. I'm going to give you 2 words why this election is so important. National sovereignty. I'm sorry with the flipping off. I didn't mean to. National sovereignty. 2 most important words in this election. If we allow Hillary Clinton to be elected, she and her plans in TPP and in various other agendas, in these emails, in her speeches to Wall Street individuals, to various bankers, and all these speeches, her globalist agenda has no respect for America, for American borders. She wants open borders. She has no respect for our First Amendment, Second Amendment, any of our constitutional rights. The national sovereignty of our country that our founders gave us is at stake. And the only candidate that has a chance to prevent the death of that gift we were given from our founders, Trump. So, I'll ask that question. So that's a good question. Actually, if you look back, there are other presidents who have had little support. Now, there have been presidents who went into office with an entire Congress on the other party, an entire legislative branch in the other party, still managed to get things done. So what you'll find, yes, at this level, what you'll find is how that worked out is having negotiators, having people who could negotiate and come in and talk with and work with the individuals. Now, Barack Obama didn't do that at all, okay? Even when he had a Democratic Congress, he didn't do that. So once he got the Republican Congress, how did he still get his omnibus passed? How did he still get all this stuff passed? Well, because we basically have one party at this point. And so what you're asking me is, how would Donald Trump needs the Republicans to cooperate with him because have they cooperated with the Republican agenda already? No, they've been cooperating with the Democrats. So any Republican president was going to go into a hostile situation and especially any outsider. But that's what we need. You see, the Tea Party already tried to send people up in through Congress, and we got our asses handed to us by the establishment, who basically blamed everything on the Tea Party and then cut them all off at the knees. Look it up. So, America has decided to send an outsider president. We're going to take over one whole branch of government. Yeah, Megyn Kelly, I am starting to believe more and more the emails that say she's paid by Hillary Clinton, gotta say. And you know what? And the Republicans are going to have easily, even with all branches, it doesn't matter. It's the same government. He's got to go in and negotiate. He's going to have an easier time negotiating with the Republicans than he will with the Democrats. But that both of them don't like him actually helps him, because that allows him to negotiate better with both sides, in my opinion. And thank you for that. So that's my Trump reason, you guys. Without national sovereignty, we don't have a country. We don't have this anymore. Okay? We have the UN. We have global governance. It's Trump and America, or not Trump and not America. I don't know how to make it any more simple than that. Let's look at hotties. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I didn't do this hottie. Sometimes I suspect I might have done hotties early, but I try to use the time features to make sure that I haven't gotten. But if I do them, you know what? Maybe they were super hot, and then that's just, you get to be Trump hottie twice. That's how hot you are, because I didn't remember, or you were so unmemorable. But either way, this girl's adorable, and I just like her little smile. It just reminds me of happier times when life was more happy-go-lucky, and that's what we're working for. We're going to make America great again. So the look on this girl's face is the America we live in again. I'm going to show you right now, okay? So there's a Make America Great Again hat. Look at that smile. See, doesn't she look just like, let's see if I can doesn't she just look like she's like an innocent, happy smile? She's out at the beach or whatever. She's got like her little blue nail polish on over here. She's just got that look on her face like life hasn't beaten her down yet. And she's got hope for the future. And that's what we got to bring back, you guys. So bad. Alright, I know. There's a lot of young hotties. A lot of young people support Donald J. Trump. Did you guys see the cute little kid who wanted to, at the rally, who wanted to stay with Trump? So adorable. They'll all go out and find an excuse to keep Trump out. They're going to keep trying, but we don't have to let them succeed. You see, one, they succeed if it reduces Trump's voters, which won't. We've already been inoculated, and we're doing this now. We're inoculating now by talking about the Herman Cain strategy, about talking about all these things. Now, let me just explain something to you, okay? Because some people have, I'll address this canceled election theory, this let's start a war with Russia theory that some people have, okay? Just relax, because I'm pretty sure that a lot of that is way too much hype, and you only have a very short period of time to implement such a ridiculous and absurd strategy. But should that happen, should the election, I'm just going to point this out, I'm going to just be very calm, say this. Should the election be canceled, you will instigate a civil war in the United States. And you will have, and I'm not trying to threaten in any way. I am merely saying what will most likely happen, knowing this election, is that more than 1 million armed individuals will probably occupy the White House grounds. I'm not trying to make people frightened. I know how passionately people would feel about having the election stopped. And I'm pretty sure they're not quite ready to go to deal with 1 million armed individuals on the White House lawn. So, yeah, exactly. There's many people who are ready to go. So, indeed. Well, that's our show, you guys. It was a pretty good show. I'm going to do this so everybody can figure out where to be in touch with me. At Trumpcherry on Twitter. You can email the show, trumptalkus@gmail.com. You can catch our back episodes, www.trumptalk.us. You can also find us on Facebook, Trump Talk US. That's where we do all of our updates and posts, and we share all the hotties there so you can enjoy them again without the screen thing. And yeah, let's do this a little bit. Little Trumpy likes to get his little groove on at the end. You guys, we have this. I just want everybody to say, okay, we have this election, but we have to do our homework. Share. Get the word out. We got to fight back against these attacks. But we have this. If we get the vote out and we keep demoralizing their voters, we're going to do it, okay? Don't believe the polls. Don't believe the news. Do your homework. Trump on. See you guys tomorrow.